Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm actually recording 2 videos in one day. Wow, I got too much time on my hands. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. I have questions, and I'm sure you have questions. If there's anybody out there, if not, I'm just talking to myself. It's just a way to vent. This is why I made this channel, to vent, because I have a lot of venting to do. I'm always venting because I always have questions. Because common sense, yeah. Look, if you have questions, please give them to me down in the description and we can look for answers together. We can throw them all in a pot of questions and see if we can come up with some answers, because common sense is so lacking. And if you want to, we could always have a petition to take the warning labels off the household products. Maybe get some common sense into people that way. Anyway, today is another story of bravery. So we're going to talk about a young girl who is absolutely amazing, and I have the utmost respect for this child. And she's a child because she's only 13 years old. So let's buckle up and head down this highway of hopelessness that we live in, and see if we can knock some common sense into people, some civilization, because people are not civil anymore. They are monsters. Not everybody, but the ones we talk about, unfortunately, they're monsters. So this is Jamey Claus, beautiful, innocent child, and she lived with her parents, James and Denise, in a town in Wisconsin called Barron. But just look at her, beautiful, beautiful little girl, until this happened. So in 2018, Jamey Claus, 13 years old, lives in Barron, Wisconsin with her mom and dad, James and Denise. Okay. Normal, happy family. So it's 2018. Doing normal stuff that people do, okay? This is not the dark ages. Goes to school, they go to work, they come home, does homework, do whatever they do in the afternoons. Do some gaming, play on Facebook, whatever. Have dinner, get ready for bed, and they all go sleep. Right. But what they didn't know was that there was this sick POS, 21-year-old ex-military man. Okay, I don't know how he made it into the military. I'm sure he was dishonorably kicked out. I can't imagine that he was a good soldier. Okay, Jake Peterson, from one town up. Okay, he lived in Gordon, Wisconsin, which was 70 miles out of Barron, where they lived. Anyway, so he accidentally saw Jamey get off the school bus. I mean, the school bus one day. And something happened to him. He just decided, oh, this is my soulmate. This is my life partner. She's 13. Don't forget, she's 13. He's 21. Okay, he's an adult. She's a child. And he'd been stalking her. He was following her to see where she lives and all this. So this night, in 2018, they're sleeping. And just before 1 a.m. in the morning, he pulls up in his old beat-up car. He had planned this whole thing, all dressed in black, shotgun in hand. He's coming to fetch his wife, okay? His future wife, his girlfriend, his whatever the hell it is. Doesn't even knock, like, on the door. Cop knock, okay? Like it's a drug bust or something. So the family wake up with this banging on the front door. James, the dad, obviously, he's the man of the house. He jumps up, goes to the front door to go see who's banging on their door. Because now what you're expecting is something terrible's happened. Somebody's died in your family, you know. So obviously he goes to go open the door. Before he could even open the door, this Jake Peterson shoots him through the door, okay, with a shotgun in his face and kills him instantly, okay. So now Jamey and Denise, the mom, they know what's happening, okay? They know there's gunfire, okay? This is bad. So they run to the bathroom, which is a tiny little bathroom. You can actually get the pictures on Dawn Crime Network. They run into the bathroom, they get in the tub, and they're hiding, okay? The mom is trying to protect her daughter from this, because they now know, they don't hear the dad anymore, just they heard this gunshot, guy's breaking down the door, he's inside, okay? They're thinking robbery. So the mom takes her phone and she dials 911. You can also, I'm not going to play it on there, but you can listen to the 911 call The operator can't really make out what the mom's saying. She can just hear this chaos in the back. Okay, so she immediately sends a response out to the house. But while the mom is phoning and they're sitting in the tub, he breaks through the bathroom door, grabs the phone from her and hangs up. Okay? But no, luckily the operator is sending someone out. So then he tells the mom to put tape around Jamey's mouth, which she does. She complies. She thinks, okay, if she complies, he's going to let them go. He's just going to rob them and he's going to go. But what he does next will traumatize Jamey for the rest of her life. In that bathtub where Jamey and her mom is, he shoots the mother with a shotgun, killing her. Then he takes Jamey out the house, past her dad, where half his face is off, and she sees this. She's 13. And he takes her and he puts her in the trunk or the boot of his car, depending where you're watching from. And he leaves, okay? The police arrive 4 minutes later. This all happened in 4 minutes. He had it so well planned, 4 minutes. And the ironic thing is, the cops drive, and you can see this footage on the Law and Crime Network, where they actually drive and there's a car coming from the front, but they coming in full force to the house because they know there's something wrong at the house. And this car comes from the front. And he actually, when he sees the cops coming, this car, he pulls off so they can pass. But his headlights on, so they can't make out a number plate or anything. So they don't know who it is. But they do actually say, who is this cop? They're in such a rush to get to the house to help these people that are in distress. That was him. They drove right past him. Not their fault. They had to get to the house, okay? So that is just so sad. That it was so near and yet so far. It's crazy. It's crazy. Then, now don't forget, Jamey has just been pulled out of this, out of the safety of her whole environment, her family, home, her parents. She saw both of them get brutally murdered. And she's in this suffocating, claustrophobic trunk, okay? And he's driving, which it's 70 miles, but to her it feels like they're driving for hours, okay? Eventually they get to this remote cabin in the woods, which is where he lives, okay? In Gordon, Wisconsin. It's a small little house and run-down little cabin, okay? He takes her inside. Now she's petrified of him because she's seen what he's capable of. So he doesn't even have to scare her. Even though he doesn't have to because she is petrified of him. She couldn't be more scared of him even if she tried. So he puts her under his bed. Under his bed. I don't know if you guys, I'm claustrophobic, okay? I do not deal well with small spaces. I don't. I even struggle with tight clothes, okay? Don't restrict me. It's like I always wear military boots because you never know when you have to run and jump. I'm just that person who's always ready. So he keeps her under his bed. And in front of the bed, around the bed, he packs heavy boxes and furniture. He barricades it off. He keeps her there for 88 days. 88 days. You know when you go to work on Monday and you think, oh, Friday is so far. 88 days. This little girl is so strong. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. But now he's under his mind is so sick and twisted that this is his life partner, and she knows she must play along because if she doesn't, he gets kind of violent with her at times. Okay, so he's got a temper problem, but so she plays along. She pretends to be his friend and be his girlfriend, whatever. That eventually they eat dinner together. When he's in the day, she's locked under the bed, okay? When he goes out, he locks her under the bed. But other than that, they play board games, they watch TV, they have dinner together. They even end up sleeping together in the same bed because he knows she's not going to run away, she's scared of him, okay? But the whole time, she's just waiting for her chance, and she knows she has to just play along. At 13 years old, she knows she has to play along if she's going to survive this, if she's going to get out, okay? And she sees on the TV that the FBI is looking for her. There's Amber Alerts out for her. There's search parties. The whole city is coming together and they're all looking for her because they know she's been abducted, but they've got no idea where she is, okay? She doesn't even know where she is. And then one day, 88 days later, he actually says to her that he's going to be gone for a couple of hours because he's got, I don't know, a job interview or something. So he's going to be gone for a couple of hours and he'll be back. And he locks her under the bed. Okay? She doesn't get toilet. Remember, when she's under this bed, she's sometimes under there for days. No toilet breaks. Okay, she's got to wet herself there. No food, no toilet breaks, no nothing. This is torture. It's absolute torture. So he leaves and she realizes, okay, he's going to be gone for a few hours. If I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. She gets all the strength she can and she pushes those boxes away. She gets out. She gets out and she leaves the house. She puts on, she doesn't know where her shoes are because she doesn't have shoes. Okay, she was taken while she was in bed. Okay, she's got a pair of leggings on and a big t-shirt. That's what she's wearing. So she takes his shoes, a pair of his shoes, and she puts them on because it's winter. Okay, it is winter, it's snowing, it's freezing outside, but she's going with her leggings, her big t-shirt, and his boots. And she walks out, and she's got no idea where she is, but she just starts running, and she's running, and she knows this is it. If he catches her now, she will end up like her mom and dad. So off she goes. She sees a woman walking her dog. Oh my God, a miracle, okay, a miracle. She sees this lady, Jean Nettles, walking her dog. And she runs up to the woman, you must help me, you have to help me, I'm in big danger, you have to help me. And the woman recognizes her because remember, her picture is everywhere, all posted all over the whole county. Okay, everybody's looking for this girl. They know she's on the news every night. This child's been abducted and it's been 88 days and they're probably looking for a recovery, for a body already. So the woman takes her straight away into one of the neighbours' houses. She doesn't even go to her own house, into one of the neighbours' houses, and they call the police. Police show up in full force. And she gave them all the information that she had. They took her. They caught him that same day when he was out driving, because when he got home, he realized, oh, shit, she's escaped. And he's driving around looking for her, and they catch him as he's looking for her. They put him in the back of the van, and in the back of the police car, and he's like, why am I arrested? And they're like, I will tell you when we get to the station, acting like he doesn't know. He knows very well. He knew the day he did that, he knew what was going on. Anyway, so he was apprehended the same day. Then, at the police station, he admits to everything. Yeah, I shot the mum, I shot the dad, I needed Jamey. I had to have Jamey. I had to have her. Really? You had to have her? You're going to get more than that now. So, yes, it was a pretty open and shut case, okay, so because Jamey didn't have to go to court. The police actually did a very good thing here, okay, because they knew they had him on 2 counts of first-degree murder. So they didn't have to let her relive that 88 days. Okay, so she didn't have to testify. They didn't lay charges of, I don't know, we don't know if there was SA. I'm presuming there was, because why else would you have her? So she didn't have to go through that and relive it again. They left her alone so she could recover. She was given to her family, and that's it. She was left out of all this. Jury found him guilty, and he was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree homicide, for which he got 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole, and then he got another 40 years for abduction. Okay, good job, good job. So he will never be a free man again, and he shouldn't, because he's got a sick and twisted mind. And now there's all these stories. You can find his backstory as well, where he was the lonely child, the bullied one, the this, the that, and he can't. I don't care. I don't care. Just because you had a bad life, now you want to destroy this little 13-year-old girl's life. I mean, he changed her life forever. Thank God she didn't have to go through that again, because she had to show so much strength just to get free, to free herself, to escape from this man, that I don't think it's fair to actually let her go through that again. She's, at the moment, after that, she's living a very quiet life out of the public eye. just living her life, trying to put her things together, because the trauma, the PTSD you'll have after that, you can have serious trust issues. Remember, she escaped, and she doesn't have a mom or dad anymore. They're both dead. She couldn't even go to their funerals. You know what I mean? These are nightmares, okay? She will have nightmares for the rest of her life. She will have to have therapy for the rest of her life. Her life partner will have to be a special kind of person who can deal with that, because this stuff comes back to bite you in the ass, you know? So, and I'm glad she's living. I think it must be very hard to come out of a situation like that, and you're in the public eye, okay? And you try to go back to school and be normal, but everybody looks at you differently. Everybody talk, not meaning malice, but they're talking behind you, like, oh my God, you know what happened? You know, that makes it worse for that person, because they know all eyes are on them. People want to hug you all the time. You don't want to be hugged, because you don't want to cry, because you don't want to be reminded. You just want to be left alone. You know, different people deal with things differently. And I completely understand that she does not want to be in magazines, do interviews, make movies. She doesn't want that. She just wants to be left alone, grieve on her own, have a normal life, not be a victim. She's a survivor. You know what I mean? So, yes, way up to her, way strong girl, very strong girl, 13 years old. People, take care of your children. Trust no one. Trust no one. And, okay, in South Africa, we live in prisons, okay? We have 6 to 10 foot brick walls around our houses. We have electric gates, we have barbed wire, we have electric fencing, we have floodlights, we have alarm systems. We are all very well armed, okay? We live in prison. All the windows have burglar bars, all the doors have security gates. This is how we live, okay? The South African doors, like the front door, you cannot kick it in, because the door opens outwards, not inwards, okay? It's easier to kick a door in if it opens inward. To kick it out, you can't. You understand what I mean? There's that lip in front of it. Our doors are solid wood, okay? Our walls are solid brick. The outside walls are double bricks. The inside walls are single bricks. So it's a bit harder to get in, okay? It's going to be very difficult when I look at my door. It's going to be very difficult for somebody to kick my door in, okay? They're going to have to first get through the barbed wire, the electric fencing, all of that, and then the alarms are going to go off, the cameras are going to show them. Then they're going to have to get through they're going to have to saw off the security gate, then try and kick the door in, which goes out, and by then I've shot him already, you know. Jack up your safety. Jack up your safety for your children. I mean, I've got a very good friend in Texas, and I always say to him, you live in a Sims house, okay? I am not used to this, okay? I am not used to this, living in a Sims house, okay? I need bricks and barbed wire. That is something that just from growing up in South Africa, where you don't feel safe. I've been to many countries, and I've lived in houses that are different, okay? Not as strong as South African houses. South African houses are built to last. I've stayed in wooden cabins on vacation, but it's not safe. The whole time I'm thinking, oh, this place can burn down. This place can burn down. You feel that it's that, what do you call it, that chipboard stuff in between, where you can literally hear the person next door. Oh, it's uncomfortable. For someone like me, it's uncomfortable. Okay? I need, same as we don't have basements, okay, because those things just creep us out, okay, but we obviously don't have tornadoes and things like that. And we don't have attics either. we don't do attics. Because all the movies, you see what happens in the attic, the dead bodies are in there. And the cellar, the serial killers live down there. And the wall spaces, we don't have wall spaces, it's bricks, okay? Because wall spaces, there's stuff in there. You know, there's stuff in there. Same as a cornfield. You'll never catch me in a cornfield. I will starve, but I will not go into a cornfield because there's boogeymans in there. No. Every horror movie starts with a cornfield. You know, so, no. Water. It's not water. It's got lemon juice, mango juice. It's got stuff mixed. But yes, so that's the story of Jamey. Big up to her. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting quite a few videos of brave people, very brave people, because there are so many brave people. There's so many bad stories with a bad ending, but you don't find that many with a good ending, where there's no victim, there's a survivor. Okay, because there's a difference, and this is what I wish people would understand. I've done lots of talks with people, with women and stuff, and they all have daddy issues, okay? And I'm like, why? You're an adult, get over it, okay? But I'm not victim shaming, okay? If you have daddy issues, mummy issues, whatever issues, get therapy, okay? I'm not that person. I walk past it, I will punch a punching bag, I get over it. I mean, I used to have anger issues, but not anymore though. I've come over that. But you see, if you're still living and breathing and able to tell your story, you are not a victim, you are a survivor. A survivor is somebody who lives to tell the story.